and she was playing right before the cadenza. She suddenly, excuse me, she had to retune. So that, okay, now I'll play the cadenza. And then she played.
Have you seen Jacqueline Dupre's video?
No, did she do something like that?
She was halfway through Dvorak,
Uh-huh.
and then her string slipped, and then she was just like, excuse me, I'm gonna go off stage.
Those things happen. I remember there's a really famous cellist here in the Bay Area now, Jonah Kim. He plays with the ballet, but he was doing a Beethoven sonata, and it has like these really heavy pizzas, and he suddenly just ripped the string right off of his cello, and the pianist kept playing, and he's like, I don't know, and his teacher was in the audience. He goes, "Jonah, why don't you just go change your string?" He's like, "Okay." So that happens all the time. All right. Can we hear A? Are you tuned? I know Lucas is all tuned. Have that A. Diego, can you give us an A on the piano too? All right, I haven't seen you guys in a long time. Well, I've seen you, but I haven't heard you in a long time. So, have you guys gotten through the whole thing? Because I know there were like some sections you guys were focusing on more, but
We went in chunks.
yeah, going in chunks.
Yeah.
Have you made it to the very, very end, or?
We skipped like
Well, we went skipping back and
got to
forth
the end, but
in
we skipped
chunks.
some of the beginning, the middle.
Okay. All right, so here's what I want to do. I want to just do a crash landing. Let's go start to finish no matter what happens. Best performance ever, worst performance ever, doesn't matter. I just want to see how everyone recovers, and if we absolutely have to stop the train and hop back on, I just want us to kind of have the experience of playing it through. Okay? Like your haircut. Look sharp. Let's keep going no matter what. Can we go back to measure 144? Can we go from measure 161? Everyone find measure 161? Right there. Everyone have it? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go from 166. Ready? Everyone have 166? 1, 2, 3. Diego, you have one more measure. You're coming at one measure. 166. Ready? 2, 3. That's it. Any slower? 17, you came a measure late. 17, you came a measure late that time. 166. Ready? 1.
Oh.
Everyone, okay, everyone have the same 166, right? 1, 2, 3. Diego, there's 2 more beats in there. So if you listen, Lucas has da 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 da. Wait for his. Do you see how he has da 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 da? And then come in. Yeah, you came right after your beat 1. Can we go again from 176? So the little interlude. I want to make this a regular thing that beginning of each coaching goes start to finish no matter what happens at all. And it's only because, mishaps happen all the time in concert. So one of the other skills we need to practice is being able to jump right back on no matter what happens, okay? Let's go back to the beginning. We're going to do a lot of starting and stopping. Let's try to cover as much as we can within the hour. And if there's a little bit of time afterwards, maybe see if you guys can run again. The general ensemble problem is you guys, your tempo is fluctuating way too much. Are you aware?
Yeah. It was slower at the end.
Okay, one person's aware. Yeah, okay. Everyone's aware. Okay. All right, so let's find those places where the tempo's sagging and where the tempo's kind of rushing a little bit. Music naturally has sometimes a little bit of a push to it and sometimes a little bit of a pull to it. It's kind of like a heartbeat, Have you guys ever felt your pulse before? Can everyone feel their pulse? Do you feel it? You can also just feel your heartbeat too. Do you feel it? So sometimes when things get exciting, what happens?
It speeds up.
Speeds up a little bit, right? And then sometimes when things kind of relax and you go, what happens?
You can slow
Right. Okay, so what happens if you're sitting here and all of a sudden, you better call an ambulance, you're having a heart attack. Yeah, that's not healthy, right? Also, what happens if you're sitting and all of a sudden,
That's not healthy.
you also need to call an ambulance because you died, right? So same thing with a piece of music. There's places where, yes, we can push a little bit, but it has to be within the context of that pulse, that heartbeat, and sometimes we can relax too. You can't just take time without relation to that pulse, okay? Let's go through. Can we start again from the beginning? The beginning was super solid. Good job, you guys. Good. How mysterioso can you be? Centine, when you come in, you're giving me kind of a, it's a little bit too extroverted. Can it be a little more like, do you see? I made the same thing. Can you guys play with me? I'm going to cue you. Ready? No Centine. No Centine. Ready? Yes. Do you see that? One more time. There we go. Do you see the difference? So watch me. Follow my cue now. What's the difference?
The second one was way more.
That's too violent. That's too violent, right? That sets up a totally different tone, different attitude. Give me that one. Yes. Can everyone make that last note evaporate? Ya ta tum tum. Yum bum bum. Do you see it has the staccato on it? Yes?
Yeah.
So if you give me yum bum bum bum, yum bum bum bum, if you hold it too long, we don't get that yum bum bum bum. Needs to vanish. Yeah, evaporate. Diego, can you show us how that is on the piano? Yum bum bum bum. Yeah. Yeah, you see it just kind of vanishes. Can you be a little more like that? From the beginning again. That was a great cue, Centine, do it every time. Too loud, it's piano. Centine, piano, shh. Evaporate, shh. So what's the difference between the first one and the second one?
The second one's way quieter.
Yeah, can we be way quieter? Do you see how hard we have to work for that pianissimo? Ya da dum dum. I'm getting ya da da da. Ya da da da. No difference. Please. Again, from the beginning. That was good. Evaporate. Much less. Diego. Can that be, okay, Diego, that was really good, but can it be within that same pulse? Are you feeling yum, bum, 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 yum, diga, no, yum, diga, diga, ta. Feel it within the pulse. Can you start the turn on B3? 1, 2, 3, and a dum. Just you by yourself. Yes, do you see that? If you do that, that has more energy to it. Because if you just do yum, ba, da, di, da, da, we kind of lose where that heartbeat is. But if it's yum, diga, diga, ta, we get that propulsion into the beat one. Can we go right there, right on the chord? 1, 2, 3. 2 ta ta ti ta ti. And give him a cue. That was good, but Diego, you look to him after he gave the cue. Look to him when he could do the cue. We go from the chord. That was really good. We were just on different planets right there. Oops. Sorry. Do you see where you are, 17? Ready? One more time. 1, 2, 3. And then you go. Yes. So I heard the first time I heard ba 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 da. We really, really want to enjoy that. What was that? And then you go. One more time from the chord. 1, 2, 3. Diego, don't take any time. You're kind of letting us know that fermata is coming. We don't want to know. Yum, digga digga dee, ta tom tom. That's all in time. Right there. Ready? 2, 3. 2, 3. Yum. Sorry, everyone with Diego. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, ta ta. And now take time. Yes. Give him his cue. Hear it finish. Okay, Diego, you did that the first time too. Your left hand chord is on beat 1. It's not on beat 2. Ya da da dee, ya da da da. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1. Da da da. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2. Da 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 da. You're playing on one of those. You're moving the chord to the beat too. Yeah, yeah. Can we go right there, right after the fermata? Ba, 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 ba. That was good timing, by the way. Okay, good. With everyone ready? Okay, don't speed up the tempo. Ba, 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 bee, da, da, dee, ba, 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 ba. That's our heartbeat. So lock into it, right? One more time. Ba, 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 ba. So do you see? That's kind of a place where you're pushing too far ahead, and then right before was a place where you're too far behind. We need to meet right in the happy medium. Yes, there's a little bit of push. Yes, there's a little bit of relax, but it's within the parameters of the heartbeat. Does that make sense? Can we go one more time? Ba 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 bee, ba ba. This time without me being the human metronome. Heartbeat 1. Same pulse. 1, 1, 2, 1. Good. So where we're losing it is in. Sorry, what Lucas? What measures do you have your forte piano? G. Measure that.
19.
Yeah, measure 19 is where we're dragging. Ya ba ba bum 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 bum. Diego, you're working too hard for the left hand right there. Just let it go still long. Do 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 do. Ya ba 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 ba. Ya ba 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 ba. Can we do right there again? Ba da da dum bum. Yeah, right there. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Without me. Ba, 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 ba. So pick up to 19. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So Diego, I feel like you're not feeling the heartbeat. So feel it ahead of time before you jump in. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yes, that's it. Quite so. Can you tape taper it just a little bit. I love the passion, I love the energy, but it's a little too crunchy for Beethoven. Great for Kabalevsky though. Same spot. That was it. Diego, did you feel what a difference that made when you were in the heartbeat? And then they were able to respond a lot easier too. Yeah, same spot. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, I'm sorry, I should have said. Pick up to 19.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That everyone's attacking that forte piano. Can you go back to that misterioso that you had at the beginning? It's very hard because you have exactly one note to go from like super big to super misterioso. Can you go right there on 31? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Same pulse. Yeah, right there. So Diego, they're going to depend on you to keep the pulse because they have the, and I know you see the pianissimo there, and it's almost like I really want to relax it. Don't relax it so much that we lose the heartbeat. Bum, diggy, da, yum, ba, bum, bum, rest, rest. See, there's no change. Only dynamic is change. Same spot, 31. Ready, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, ready? With everyone this time. Ready, 2, 3. Rest, rest, rest. Good. Something you can do to help offset that. Diego, I love the force that you're doing with the forte. If you were playing solo, that would be perfect. Because it's chamber music, they're coming in on a piano and doing a crescendo. Can you think instead of forte, like, I'm going to be really bombastic here, think I'm going to be really full with the sound. Bom, and then ba. There, the sforzando, that will give you more room for the sforzando. Can we try that? Can we go from Diego where he has the pianissimo? Good job, by the way, keeping it perfectly in the pulse. That made a huge difference. And let's go from 31. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Misterioso. In pulse. Rest, rest. Good, good. Diego, one more notch, even one more notch, and I think that's exactly the balance we need. That's it. Same spot, 31. Ready, 2, 3. In pulse, press and officer monitoring the speed limit. That was perfectly together that time. And was it easier for everyone to play? Yes, okay. So make sure that when we have ba 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 da yum da da dum da da dum da da dum da da, feel that heavy beat one. 1, 2, 3 da da, and don't drag it. And then we get to ba 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 bum ba 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 bum. It's the exact same pulse. I know it's very tempting. Da 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 da, and then Diego. It's very easy to want to speed. You know, the police officer will pull you over there. Can we try that again? Keep those two sections the exact same pulse, and as a result, the first one will be a little more moving the way it needs to be, and the second one will be a little more controlled the way it needs to be. So you see, you guys are going from this extreme with the pulse to this. We always want to be in the happy medium with the pulse. Do you understand what I mean? Everyone's just nodding, so I'll say yes. Measure 31 one more time. 1, 2, 3, yum. Oh, sorry, I'll give you 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Same pulse. Same pulse. Oh, okay, good, good, good. So, Centine, respond to Diego's chord. He's giving you this da da da. If you suddenly come in like that, can you do the crescendo?
Which crescendo?
So the one that you didn't do because you were so loud.
So
F, F, da. Yes, so sneak in your first F, B less. F, F, G flat. Do you see? You did da da da. There's no room to go. F, F, G flat. Move through the Fs. So respond to Diego's chord. Diego, the way you played it the last time, That was a really good intensity. This one, you're coming back a little too much. Go back to that old one. I love that one. Same spot. Measure 31. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Same pulse. Same pulse. I'm not satisfied with that. I'm sorry to pick on you. I'm sorry to pick on you because I know you can do it even more. Can you pretend that that first F that you play is pianissimo? The second F is piano, and then the third one is the sforzando. Da 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 da. I'm sorry to pick on you.
Oh, I thought you meant you want me to die away on the G flat.
No, the G flat's where the sforzando. What I'm saying is that first F don't come in so strong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In other words, just do what Beethoven writes. So start even less. I know you're hearing that loud forte, and that's what you're responding to. So because I asked Diego to temper it a little bit, that will give you more room to start a little bit softer.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So pretend that first F is like pianissimo, F F G flat. That's what it is. Instead of F F G flat. I don't want all equal. I want F F G flat. All right, same spot. 31. Man, you guys are gonna know this spot so well. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Same pulse. Same pulse. Like that. Same pulse. So here's, do you guys know what a mantra is? You know, like the Hindu yogis up on the mountain, like the wise men, they have like a mantra, it's like Om Shakalaka, whatever it is, I don't know. It's this thing that you repeat nonstop, like, you know, Om. They're constantly doing it because they're on some type of a wavelength, and they repeat it again and again and again, and it's with the belief that if you repeat this mantra enough times, your being will become like totally impermeated with the enlightenment or something. I don't know. I never studied up in, you know, with the. So your mantra right here, I want everyone to think same pulse, 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 same pulse. You should be screaming that in your minds when you play this part. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean by pulse? The pulse. Same pulse, same pulse. Don't have a heart attack, same pulse. Can you try that? I want everyone to scream that mantra in their head, and this section will be perfect. Measure 31. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Same pulse. Same pulse. Same pulse. Do you guys feel like you're all on the same wavelength now? Yes, okay. So 99% of the time, that's why ensembles are not together, because everyone's beating with a different heartbeat. When the ensemble beats with the same heartbeat, it will always be together. Does that make sense? Good. Can we really, I know there's no diminuendo written there, but can we kind of keep that same pulse going, but show the contour? All the same pulse here too. It's all the same pulse from start to finish. I ran out of words, but same idea, right? Can we go from dee da da dee da da da, right where that piano is? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Okay, you guys, my heartbeat died. I gotta call the ambulance. Da 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 dee da da da. Very simple. Ready, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Good. And the last thing, Diego, do you see that you only have a quarter B flat in the bass? 1, rest, 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 dee da. I would get right off that B flat. If you hold it through, we still kind of have some of that sonority from the louder section before. Clear it out of the way. We need breath of fresh air here. So only on the B1, 1 off, right? Everyone right there. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Yeah, do you see what a difference that makes having that B flat clear out of the way? It's like you open the window and fresh air. Yeah? Right there. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. No, there's no fresh air there.
I played the wrong note.
All the more reason to open the window. Fresh air.
Is that measure 57?
Is that measure 57? Mine got cut off, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Measure 57, right? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Here it's sempre dolce, right? Dolce. Sentient, is it in your part dolce? You just have piano. Can you
I
write
have
dolce?
espressivo though.
Oh, you have espressivo written? Can you also write dolce? What is dolce?
Like sweet, yeah.
Don't say like, it is something.
I said
It's
light.
not. Oh, light. No, it's not light. Leggero is light.
Oh, sweetly.
Sweetly, exactly. There's a little too much spice and salt in this candy. Diego, can I just hear your melody? Yum, bum, da, dee, da, dee, da, dee, da, dee, da, da, da. And Centine, can I have you there? I want you two to find an equal intensity between your instruments. Because I'm hearing one is sometimes too strong, the other's too strong, it's a little too aggressive. I want it to be a little bit more of that sweet. Can we have a little more sugar in the mix? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
From where?
So I'm sorry, I should have specified. So Diego does the pickup yum bum bum ja ja jum ba da dee da.
No, where is this?
I don't know. Someone give me a measure number. Mine got cut off.
58? 59?
It's ya da da dee da da. Here, let's just go from right there.
Oh.
Let's go from the same spot from that piano. 1, 2, 3,
Just
2.
behind her.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Or just melodies. Da da. Good. Sorry, Lucas, I should have specified. I want them to hear because they have that interaction together. One more time. Everyone together, and then Lucas drop out, and then just the melodies. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Okay. Can we put these on? Can we give these two the same heartbeat though? Because you guys are kind of like, same heartbeat. If it's on the same heartbeat, it'll interact perfectly. I feel like you guys are matching each other just a little bit better. Same spot. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. That's not the same heartbeat. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Towards the end. One more time. Same spot. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Good. And 17, can you give yourself a diminuendo there? Yeah, just because you only have one measure to transition us. Good. Let's add Lucas in. Lucas, you're a little too big for your roll. So your roll, do you see you're always on the B1? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Give me that energy on the first one, but then kind of back off from it because we're kind of depending on you to be the heartbeat. And then you guys bounce off of Lucas's beat. Does that make sense? Same thing, Diego, leave out your left hand again, and this time we're gonna add Lucas into the mix so you guys can bounce off of that. Same spot, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. That was really good transition, Sensei. That was really, really good. Okay, so I feel like you guys are hearing the rhythmic relationship. Was that easier to put together? Was that easier to feel the pulse? Yes, it was. Good. I'm glad. Let's add everything back into the mix. Diego, when you add your left hand here, just let it go so long. Pretend like it's pianissimo. Right there. Dee da da dee da da. Ready, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Good, one more time, but Diego, give me that really great clear pedal that you did after the B flat. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Da da dee da dee da da. 2, 1. Same pulse, same pulse, same pulse, same pulse, same pulse, same don't rush, da dee da. Good. Okay, so right here, I know it says piano espressivo, but we're getting really, really slow. A little relax is okay, but it still, again, has to be within the parameters of the heartbeat. Can we go right on your little scale, Santine? That was good transition.
From which scale?
C, D flat, E flat, E. Yeah, right there. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. You guys are not on the same wavelength. Feel it? 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Same pulse, same pulse. Good. And Diego, if you do the rests very literally right here, you'll hear a complete difference in the ensemble. Can you do your part just by yourself right from the C, D, E flats? Rest, rest, rest. Great. So you're sustaining the beat 3 into the rest of the beat 1. Can you be very literal? So it's rest, 2, 3, rest, 2, 3, rest, 2, 3. Be off on those beat 1s. Don't bleed over. Same here. Rest, 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 rest. Yeah, so do you see, again, those rests kind of serve like the breath of fresh air, like opening the window, right? If you do a pedaling that bleeds through all of that, we don't get that clean attack. Maybe a pedaling like that if it were a late Beethoven piano trio, but this is early Beethoven, Opus 1, so it needs to be crystal clear there. Can you try the same thing again, and this time have a pedaling that will facilitate those rests, exactly where he writes them. Just do it by yourself. Same pulse, same pulse, same pulse. Rest, rest, commando. There, do you see how much cleaner that sounds? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Can we add Santino on top of that now? And Santino, can you be like the sweetest, like singing, like really, really precious, like gem, you know? Let's go from Santine scale before, so we're starting the measure before that. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3, da, 2, 3, tempo, rest, stop here, stop, good. So you guys, you see, that's why the pulse is so important. Does that make sense? Yeah, otherwise it goes crazy. And by the way, you guys, that da 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 ba 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 ba, you guys sound like a snowball that's going out of effect there the first time you played it. We're just going back to the same pulse. Can you remind me? Start again from the beginning. What was our pulse? Start the very first measure. Everyone first measure. Good, that's your pulse, right? So everyone jump to measure 91. Measure 91. 1, 2, 3. Everyone find measure 91. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Rest. Stop right here. There we go. Do you see? It's not as fast as you guys were making it. Always go back. See it in relation. If you're it's a heart attack. Called an ambulance. Alright? Alright, let me trust that you guys can set it up. By the way, that was much more together in that collando part, in the espressivo. Centine, do you see those 2-note slurs? Can you give me more or less? More or less? More or less? Did we talk about this?
Not really.
Okay, I'm confusing with the other Beethoven trio, because it's full of 2-note slurs. Anytime you have 2-note slurs in classical music, it's always more or less, more or less, more or less. I'm getting the same, the same, the same. Do you see how like aggressive that sounds, even though they're the same, the same, the same? More or less, more or less. See, I'm using the exact same tempo, everything, but it totally changes the attitude about it. Does that make sense? Can we go from centine scale again? That was a really good transition. And centine, I'm sorry, I'm just so picking on you. Don't sacrifice the vibrato though. I love how delicate you're being, but don't let it go straight tone. You're giving me like half as much vibrato as you did. You can still be like really gentle and use the great vibrato you were doing before. From there, ready? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. More or less, more or less, more or less, more or less. Good. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and tempo. Rest, stop here. Good. And you guys, save the fortissimo for the last chord. I'm hearing yum, brum, brum. That chord's not important, right? Because it's leading to the cadence, right? Yum, bum, ba, 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 bum, rest, bum, rest, da. That's the one we're going to. Don't spend all your energy on the second to last chord. Does that make sense? All right, so officially the odd tempo will begin at 91. We need just a little bit more communication. So Diego, can you cue in centine on the E flat? Do you have E flat? No, before that, where you just have the E flat pianissimo. 1, 2, yeah, right there from your E flat. So you'll cue centine, you'll cue Lucas, and then everyone breathes together for the odd tempo. Does that make sense? So Diego, ready? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Yes! Don't rush. Rest. You guys make sure it's only one beat. Yum, rest, yum, rest. I'm hearing yum. It's not precise. Yum, rest, yum, rest, dum. Let's go from where everyone breathes together in 91. Did you see how together that was? It's amazing. Everyone beats with the same heart, everyone breathes with the same lungs. And let's go again from the pianissimo again, the pianisso E flat. That was a really cool trade-off between you guys. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Sorry, we weren't together. Let's try again. Okay, so how's this? Centine, you cue the fortissimo, the A natural.
Okay.
Where we go back to alt tempo. So everyone watch Centine and breathe with him. Good. Cue Centine. Cue Lucas. Watch Centine. Yeah. dot, 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 dot. It needs to be within the ballpark of the same pulse. You guys are still good, but then you went right back to the old habit. Try again for the pianissimo. 2, 3, 1, 2. Cue Lucas. Everyone watch 17. Rest. Everyone has to release exactly on B2. 1, rest, bum, rest. You guys are bleeding through. Let's just go those last chords. Bum, rest, bum, rest. Stop there. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Good. And can we be not quite so big? Because we have a fortissimo coming for the next one, strings. So don't be quite so big. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Rest. Good. This time with Diego on the first chord. Rest, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Rest. This is where you have that infamously difficult passage. So if we can link that with the pulse, you're just thinking of fast notes here. I can hear put it on the heartbeat. Can we do it once a little bit under tempo? Leave out your left hand. Just do the right hand and can I hear yaga daga 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 1 E and a 2 and a 3 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and feel it on the heartbeat. Everyone, you guys on top of him, leave out your left hand for right now. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 2, 2, 3. Good. Diego, you start off on the pulse and then you give in to the fast notes. So forget about what notes are coming. Just feel the yaga daga 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 yaga daga 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 1 E and a 2 3 yaga daga daga. Just give in to the pulse. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. That was much better. Diego, you came off the pulse in 103. It's only because you have that weird crossover. Again, forget the notes. I know it also says forte here. Can you just pretend that it's all like mezzo piano? And don't work so hard for legato. Just throw the notes away. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Are you aware that that first one is a full quarter? Yum, daga 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 daga. Yeah, so it's just a 1. Leave off the 12 for right now. Make sure you put the full 1, daga daga 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think you're getting so preoccupied with the trill that you jump to your beat too, and that's why you're always 1 beat ahead of them there. All right, one more time. This time, can you just sneak in that left hand? Yum, ba daga dum, da daga daga dum, da daga dum, 2, 3, yum. On the pulse. Everyone, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. These are all still 16th notes. These 16th notes move just as fast as the 16th notes before. Yeah? Same spot. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. You're moving to the A before B2. So like I said, just leave out the trill for right now. If we can find the pulse, then adding all those things on are secondary. That's like the icing on the cake. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, same spot, and. right on measure 106. Right on measure 106. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. 2. Good, good. So Diego, just only emphasize the bottom note because it's on the beat. 2, 3, 1. All the rest, just throw them away. Very light. Right on 106 again. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. Everyone ready? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Good, 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 good. Let's go back to 98 now. 98. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. If we want to go faster, we just slightly accelerate the pulse. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. This is our new pulse. Ready? Same spot. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Check 106. You're coming in on beat 1 now. Yeah, and I know it's because it's fast before. As long as you feel the full quarter, and like I said, just leave off the trill. Leave off the trill right now. If you can put it with the pulse, then the trill is the icing on the cake. Good. It's much more together now. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. No, try again. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Time on it, but Diego, do you practice with the pulse at home? 2, 3, 2, 3. Because if you just know where to place it, the time you were placing it, you got it. But when you go into fast tempo, you're thinking fast notes again. So as long as you're grounded in the pulse, this will play itself. Yeah, the strings are perfectly with me and with each other, so we can look at some things like that. But practicing fast notes for the sake of fast notes will not make it. Same thing in your guys' stuff. Anytime you have like fast Bach passages, fast notes just fast is not practicing. But fast notes in relation to a grounded pulse, that's kind of like your speed limit. That's your marker. Yeah? Can we just go from 107, 8, 9, 110? Can we just go from 110? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, ready, 2, 3. Good. Guys, is there any crescendo over these 4 measures? No, the crescendo doesn't come until where? So all of these are the same intensity. Right there, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Can I hear, Centine, how do you play, oh wait, you don't have it here, you have it the second time through. So this, chum 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 chum, chum 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 chum. Can those be as light as possible, Diego? Chum 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 chum. You're gonna be able to, da 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 da, da 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 da. Very coasting. Chum 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 chum. Can I just hear your part by yourself? Chum, 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 chum. Rest, 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 rest. Yeah, do you see also if you get that bass out of the way, it'll sound 10 times lighter without having to do any work. Lucas, can we add you on top of that? Can you just pretend like you're just coasting? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Same pulse, don't force it. Good, and you guys, what's the dynamic for this?
Piano.
No, you guys are way too loud for piano. Same spot. 2, and then we'll wrap up with it. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Easy. Rest. Diego, same thing on these turns. Make sure it's in the beat. 1, 2, 3. If it's divorced from the pulse, it won't be there. Good, you guys. All right, I'm a little bit over today, but yeah, please be a little more sensitive to the dynamics, things like that. I know everyone is like very hormonal and teenage boys, but it's like calm down. Yeah, these parts here much better. And these sforzandos, I do want to try this one more time. Everyone's treating these sforzandos a little too bombastic. Instead of these here, can we pretend more like we're leaning into them? Yum, bum, bum, yum, bum. I'm getting yum, ba, yum, ba, yum, ba. Do you see it's a little too out of place? Yum, pom, yum, pom, like that. Can we go from same place? Bum, 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 bum. 27, 6, 5, 24, 124. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Everything piano. Now lean in here, lean in. Good, there we go. So that's what we want for those sforzandos. Pretend like it's one note of hairpin. Don't treat these with the same bombastic sforzando. Okay? Write yourself whatever note. Because this is more the texture we want. Okay? You're going to write a note for that, Lucas, or it'll be perfect every time. All right. I have to go out of town next week, so Dr. Yoon is our other piano faculty. You haven't met her yet because she joined us a little bit later. She'll be leading the coaching next week. So whatever she says, defer to her judgment. Okay? She's really good. She's my amazing colleague from San Francisco Conservatory.
What do you think they're playing at right now?
What?
The metronome speed.
Don't think in terms of metronome speed. Yeah, thinking in terms of metronome, that's not the same thing as pulse. Stick around a little bit. I have a little bit of time before my next thing. I'll show you some stuff with that. But thinking metronome is very small mind. Don't think metronome.
Okay.
Great. Good job, you guys.
Thank you.
Come here. Do
This
you
one of the-
understand what I mean with pulse?
Yeah, is this one of the rare times where teachers will tell you not to use the metronome?
It depends how you use the metronome. I think a lot of people don't understand metronome. Metronome has its purpose. You just have to